I'm wearing the same outfit. I wanted to share the dessert that I'm making with you, but I didn't want to make the other video super long. So I am going to share my grandmama's old-fashioned jelly roll recipe. Back in 1994, I believe, is when I went and spent a day, had a newborn, went and spent a day with her, and this is something that she showed me how to make, and I wrote it down in my book, and the book's looking a little rough for wear, but I still have it here. So I wanted to share this. This was her Depression era recipe, and I'm going to show you the ingredients and show you how easy this is to pull together. Takes a few steps first thing in the morning, but then it kind of chills in the refrigerator the rest of the day. So it's an easy pull together, kind of fun, and I really wanted to share this for my extended family because I don't know if everyone has a copy of this or not. So I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, let's start with our ingredients. In this bowl, I have 1 cup of self-rising flour and 1 cup of sugar, just regular table sugar. We need 3 large eggs. I say large because that's what I used. She raised her own chickens, used what eggs she had, kind of thing. We're going to use a teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of water, and we are going to need a jar of our favorite jelly. She always used homemade grape jelly, so I'm using a jar of mine. Granddaddy always grew the most beautiful grapevines, and we always had grape jelly, so that's still my favorite. And then you're going to need a thin sheet pan, and I'm going to line mine with parchment paper. She didn't. She just greased it, but I find it easier with the parchment paper. So let me get this all pulled together. So I'm hoping that the mixer doesn't make too much noise. I put the big one away and took out the hand mixer because I'm thinking it'll be easier for you to see what I'm doing. So we have 3 eggs. A teaspoon of vanilla. You can use the real deal if you want. I don't ever remember her buying anything other than extract. And let me get 2 tablespoons of water. And 2 tablespoons of water. This only works if I put it in there right, guys. Okay. And we're just going to mix this up. I think this needs a little bit more water. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. I'm going to put another teaspoon of water in this. Crank the speed up just a little bit. Make sure this is mixed well. Okay. I'm just going to set this out of the way. This is your jelly roll batter. I'm just going to make sure any flour that was on the side is incorporated down in it. This pan is the original pan that I bought 20 some years ago. And it's the only one that I use for making jelly rolls. I'm going to spread this out in our pan. Oh, by the way, your oven should have been preheated to 350. I always forget to say that, but I just start mine when I'm setting out my ingredients. Scrape everything into the pan. And spread this out into your corners. You're going to bake this just like you would a cake, but it does not, it's thin, it doesn't take super long. I haven't baked one in this oven, so I'm going to have to tell you how many minutes it took me in this one. Okay guys, this is what you're looking for. It is lightly browned. It took about 15 minutes. You can see it's kind of a spongy texture, which is going to make it easier to roll. I'm going to lift it out of the pan and let it cool on a rack for probably about 10 minutes. And then we will take a clean towel, which we will wet with cold water and wring out good, and we're going to just roll this up in the towel, jelly roll style, and we'll let it sit like that for about 10 minutes. We'll unroll it, add our jelly, roll it back up and refrigerate it, but I'll come back and show you those steps when it's cooled. Okay, I have wet a clean dish towel with cold water, wrung it out really well. You just want it to be damp. I'm going to flip this over on it, gently pull off my parchment paper. Oops, here on that corner. There we go. Now I like the slightly brown edge to the outside, so I'm going to flip it back over. And now you just take your damp cloth and you do it gently because you don't really want it to tear your cake. Roll this up in this damp cloth like a jelly roll, literally. Flip the ends over and you let it sit like this for about 10 minutes. And we'll come back in 10 minutes and put our jelly on, roll it back up, and pop it in the refrigerator. My daughter pointed out to me that I did not tell you why I roll it the first time without the jelly. And the reason Grandmama told me that you did it this way was it helped keep your cake from splitting when you did it. The extra moisture from the towel, it helped it hold its form better. So you unroll it. You can use any kind of jelly you like, any kind of cream filling you like, whatever. And you know, growing up, my daddy liked a generous helping of jelly on it, so I tend to put it a little thick, but you can do thin as you want. And I'm just literally going to put this whole jar of jelly in here, guys. And spread it out. To serve this, you just slice it in slices. You can sprinkle it with a little bit of powdered sugar if you want a fancy presentation. I didn't grow up eating it that way. We just ate chilled slices of it. And now I'm going to, let me see, I think I started on this end. I'm going to use my fingers. You see how the moisture helped it hold its shape when I went to roll it. My cake's not cracking. Hoping you can see that. This is your homemade jelly roll. Put it back on here. I don't think that's rolled on. There we go. Sticky fingers. I wrap it back in my damp towel. kind of nice and tight. Then I take a second clean towel and wrap around it. Pop this in the, just staying on this towel, pop it in the refrigerator, and then tonight when we're ready to serve it, we'll slice it, and that's it. That's how easy it is to make a jelly roll. You can roll this as tight or as loose as you want. I feel like mine may be a little loose, but we'll see because it's got to finish cooling. So that's my grandmama's recipe. I hope you guys enjoy it. This one is not gluten-free. Most of my family doesn't eat gluten-free. If you're interested in a gluten-free recipe version of this, let me know and I'll be glad to do one. And also, I'd love it if you guys would tell me something that someone special from your past made that you really enjoyed. For me, I really enjoyed my grandmama's jelly roll and several of her other recipes. And oh, sorry guys, my brain is tired. It's officially 8 o'clock this morning and I'm getting ready for the day. But if you guys would like to see any more of her recipes that I have, I'll be glad to share those. And if you have any other recipe requests, let me know. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And if you're new here, I'd love for you to subscribe and come back and see my additional videos. Have a great day, guys.